At least 200,000 Syrian refugees live in Lebanon's capital. The United Nations says 16,000 of them were directly affected by the Beirut port explosion in August. REHAB OMAR and her family survived the blast, but their source of income did not. She explains her husband hasn't been able to find work in weeks. Like so many other Syrians, he is an informal laborer.
My husband lost his job after the port explosion. He tries his best to find temporary jobs to be able to feed us. My son is working. He earns 60,000 Lebanese lira a week.
That's roughly $10 on the black market exchange, earned by her 10-year-old son Mahmoud, who works 12 hours a day helping a tailor. The local currency has sharply devalued in the past year.
Even before the Beirut blast, obviously we have ongoing cash assistance programs, and those are given in Lebanese pounds, but we have increased the amount in order to partially compensate for the inflation.
It's not enough for many families who are struggling during Lebanon's financial meltdown. UN statistics show at least 80% of the 900,000 refugees registered with the agency live below the poverty line. That is classified as having to survive on less than $3 a day.
The situation was bad, and after the blast it got worse. If I work, I can just buy food, not pay for rent or medicine for my daughter.
Regular jobs are hard to come by. Already, there are government-imposed restrictions on the ability of refugees to work. Support from aid organizations is not enough to stop living conditions from worsening.
Syrians were affected as everyone else in the country, but in a greater percentage, because when you are an employer, the first persons you will lay off are the Syrians.
Lebanon hosts one of the highest numbers of refugees per capita in the world, and 50% of its population of 5 million people are poor. Many Syrians live in this impoverished neighborhood next to the port where some of them used to work. Karantina was among the areas damaged by the blast. At least 40 Syrians were among the 200 people killed. 3 months on, the lack of food and shelter is still a concern for many. Zeina, Khodr, Jazeera, Beirut.